The Panthers trade with the Chicago Bears is fully paid off. It is done. It is over with, ladies and gentlemen. And we got some players, dare I say. You got Caleb Williams. You got Darnell Wright.
Oh, sorry.
That was the wrong one there.
There's fire there.
You got a DJ Moore in there. Is that a DJ Moore in there?
Yeah.
You got a Luther Burden in there. And who am I missing?
No. Tyreek Stevenson.
Tyreek Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen. 4.
I could have sworn there was somebody else, but all right.
Was there a punter that might have been a part of it? No, it wasn't. He was a part of the Eagles trade, you bastard. But with all of that, the Panthers got Bryce Young. And the question that I have is, can we definitively say the Chicago Bears won this trade? Can you definitively say it?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Like, what are we talking about?
Here's the reason that I asked.
He just want to talk.
Here is the reason that I asked. Who's the player up there that puts us over the top?
The
For the Bears right now.
Quick.
That's the hope. I'm saying, can we definitively say now that we've won?
1v1.
Clint Eastwood?
We cannot.
Yes.
No, absolutely. Yes, you can.
Okay.
We got to start and tackle.
Take 4 of these
a
guys
number
out.
2 corner.
Let's do quarterback versus quarterback.
The receiver's good enough.
Quarterback versus quarterback. Caleb, even though Bryce has had a decent start to, or rather, a return after he had to get benched.
Yep.
You saw Andy Dalton come in for him, kind of show him the ropes. Then he got his job back, and he ended out the season very good. That hasn't happened with Caleb. Caleb has been through a lot this past year in this rookie season, and yet he still put up really, really good numbers. You just go 1v1 with that, Caleb's the winner. That's what I look at, quarterback versus quarterback. Who's going to be potentially the better quarterback? Caleb Williams by a long shot. Then you got a really good protector in Darnell Wright, who most times he had a really more than not he had a really good
alone
season.
on that line a lot.
More than not.
Yeah.
DJ Moore still got to get him acclimated, but you know what he does as the wide receiver one. Luther Burden, who we just talked about, is extremely talented, and then of course Tyreek Stevenson, if he gets his head on straight, can be a really good cornerback too.
And that's
What are we talking about?
That's why I said that.
Who you crap?
There's a lot of ifs in your statement.
Yeah.
You said a lot of if in that.
You're trying to
It's
protect
a
him.
fifth
He's
without
just trying
drunk.
to,
You know what I mean? You
If
said
it's
a
a
lot of
fifth.
if in that.
Dilly.
Here's the reality of what we're looking at right now. DJ Moore and Caleb Williams were not on the same page last
They
season.
weren't.
Now, bad play caller, all of that. I understand all of that.
That's right.
But it seems like a lot of people are trying to say, Bears won. GG's. And all I'm saying is,
You built the whole team.
all I'm saying is, can we say everybody's set with a new regime in here? DJ Moore, Caleb Williams, not on the same page. You just drafted Luther Burden. I'm not saying the Bears are going to trade DJ Moore away. I don't believe that they will. But Luther Burden, very similar to DJ Moore.
Okay.
So is DJ Moore a piece that's guaranteed to be here for the next 5 years?
Be.
As it stands
We
now.
can say that.
Going into
But
this
is he?
season, into this season, I'm happy with
Going
my,
into this season, he's
I'm
here.
happy
But
with
even
my
if you-
starting right
even if
tackle.
you X him
I'm happy
out,
with my second.
Don't take this as
I don't know.
no. Don't take this as I'm not happy. I love that. I think Tyree Stevenson is better than people are giving him credit for.
I love
Absolutely,
Tyreek.
I do
We got
agree that he
Yeah,
has some
starting
you've been
corner.
hating on Tyree.
I don't
We got
like his
starting right
mental-
tackle.
mental acumen right now. I think he needs to be a little bit more focused on the field. That's what I don't like about Tyreek.
But
I
the
think
coach
he
is gonna
plays
fix
around
that.
too much. Coach better fix that because we got the right people in the building. We got Al Harris who's going to slap him beside his head. My thing is, even if we lose out, let's just say DJ Moore happens to get traded next year or the 2 years down the road, we still win this trade.
Technically, you get picks back, so I guess you could win that trade.
Honestly, that's only if Caleb performs better than Bryce Young.
Well, if
He
Caleb,
already has.
if
But he has
if
not.
Caleb performs
Technically, has
better,
not. Technically, he has
What are you talking
not.
about? Technically, is
Technically,
not.
he has not
How?
lived up to expectations.
Bryce didn't at all.
Bryce has
He
now
got
towards the end,
benched.
His
towards the
rookie
end
year
of
was
towards the
trash.
end of his toward the end of his last season.
His second
he
year.
showed a lot, and he
Second
showed
year.
that he's going to
in
be
his second year, yeah.
right.
Yes.
His second year, right? That's what I said.
But compare
what
rookie.
happened in
No,
his first
that's
year,
what I
though?
said. Not yet.
Yeah,
Not-
but
that's what I
when
said.
that
Not
kid
yet.
don't matter, though.
But compare rookie to rookie though. Bryce Young did not have a good rookie. Neither.
He
I mean,
got
technically,
benched.
but Caleb already set rookie records for the Bears, which was, by the way, a low bar.
You can't take
But
that.
he still
you
threw
can't
for
take that.
35 yards.
You got to take that with a grain of salt. You got to take breaking the Bears
No.
rookie record as a grain of salt.
No, it's not.
It
We had
is.
Trubisky. We had Justin
Garbage.
Fields.
Garbage.
Right. He had nothing. A Swiss whole cheese
He had
line.
He had
A
about
Swiss
the
cheese
same
hole.
as the
That's
rest.
what I meant. Cheese whole line.
Swiss whole cheese is a very,
Yeah.
very different conversation.
So that's why I said not. That's why I said not yet. He is on the cusp
Oh, the cusp.
of the cusp
I like that
of
word, but I don't
outplaying,
like it.
outperforming Bryce, but he hasn't done it just yet. We've
I
seen
disagree,
flashes of
man.
potential.
I
So what
disagree.
happens? So what happens if Caleb takes? Miraculously, not saying he's going to do it. What happens if he
a
takes
step back?
sacks and sacks and sacks again, and he doesn't,
Ew.
has not learned from his rookie year? Then are we still saying he's better than Bryce? No. So that's why I say he on the
So you
cusp.
saying
Not
if
yet.
he gets 80 sacks this year?
He's not.
Behind the protect. You saying that Bryce is better than him just because the line can't protect him?
The line is a whole lot
That's on the
better.
line. That's
No,
not
it's
on the quarterback.
That's not. A lot of Caleb's sacks last year was
No, not a lot.
A lot.
19.
Not
A
a
lot.
lot.
19.
19 of them.
That's
19.
a lot.
That out of
That's a lot.
68.
Yeah, it's still a lot of sacks
That's
on the
still a lot of
offensive
That's
line.
a lot, but not
still a lot of
not the
sacks.
majority.
That's a lot of sacks on the offensive
Not the
line. yeah.
majority is
That's a
what
lot
I
of-
mean.
Right. So if he does the same deal again where he's taking all of these sacks because he's holding onto the ball, then he definitely comes into question: is he better than Bryce Young?
No, but we had bad pass protection on
Yeah,
top of that.
he had bad practice. Here's
And he's
what-
a rookie still
So
trying to
Bryce
figure the game
Young from week 8 to week 17 threw for 2,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Great.
In the entire season, Caleb Williams threw for 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Exactly.
My G, that's
That's
a lot.
That's his second year, though.
From 8 to 17.
But you're
You're
comparing a rookie
quarterback
to the
year
second
two
year.
quarterback.
no, what I'm
That's why I said
what-
not
what-
yet. That's
no,
why I
no.
said not
No,
yet.
what I'm saying
No,
is that
no, you're having
he's
the
better.
you're having a conversation saying, "Oh, well, I'm saying Caleb Williams is bad." No, what I'm saying is, people are saying this is in the books. That's a heck of a second half of a season.
Man, where's
On
the
a
book
second
at?
year.
I need to close it because this is
That's a
done.
heck of a second half of the season.
Yeah,
That's
but
great.
it should click, and that's what we want with Caleb.
Yes,
Except we
but-
don't want to. Hopefully,
But it should click. And by the way, he was benched in the time where the offensive line was playing at their worst. The offensive line played their best.
Andy Dalton
offensive
started
line
for a
played their
couple
best games when Andy Dalton got in, and the
True.
offensive line started to figure things out. When he came back in, Bryce looked better. I'm not saying that I'm not happy with what we have. I think we are in a great
No, you're not.
situation.
No.
But can we say that the book is closed on just quarterback to quarterback? Now, if you want to say for the entire haul, maybe I can go there, but I do have questions on. We got questions on Tyree Stevenson. Is Tyree Stevenson? We can say Al Harris get his hand on him. He gonna slap him into shape. What if Tyree Stevenson slap back and they say we don't want you?
Let him go. We got Terrell Smith.
That's cool.
no, you keep
But
drafting.
what I'm saying
What you're
is
saying is, does
what I'm
that
saying is he's a
contribute to
part
him
of
losing
this.
part of the draft. I
Right?
got you.
Darnell Wright, I think has more upside than what we're saying.
You know what? You know why we win this trade? Because we got more bites at the apple of getting it wrong and still being better than the one guy that they got to lean on for the whole entire franchise.
Tell him, Jordan.
The whole entire franchise.
What
They
are we
got
talking
five
about?
people.
Listen.
5-to-1 ratio.
We're talking about the development. It comes down to the
We
development.
won the trade.
We didn't win the trade just yet.
We did.
We know we didn't win
How
it
many,
just yet.
how many starters are over there on our team?
But if they don't,
No, I'm
neither-
asking a question.
if they
How
don't-
many starters
we
are
have
actually
right
four?
now? We
Say
have
1, 2,
four.
3.
We have four
Yeah,
starters.
Yeah, four.
If
We have
not
four
five.
starters.
The rookie that didn't even
We have
play
four
yet is
starters.
not the-
He's
is the
going to
only
be.
one.
No, he's
Burton
not.
is going
We
to be
don't-
starting.
We don't know if he's starting yet. We're just talking
He
right
might
now.
not be
Four
starting.
starters.
He's going to be
Four-
starting as
four
a slot
starters.
receiver.
Four starters.
I
Four
see five
starters.
starters
and
up there.
Four starters.
To
And we
one.
ended up.
I mean,
we-
you could just
and we
give him
ended
a
up
job,
with, we
but-
ended up
but-
with the same record as the one guy.
Yeah, but I challenge you to look at how many first round, how many second
That's why I
round,
said yet.
first round.
That's why I said not yet though.
My
So we're
point is
going
that
off a
how many
record.
guys have already
No,
flopped?
we talking about in totality.
But my
That's why I
point is-
said it's inconclusive just yet.
It's not inconclusive.
It's
For
inclusive.
me, yeah.
Yes, they're already starting.
It's inconclusive just yet.
No, because they're already
Yeah,
starting.
but so's Bryce Young.
Right, he's starting, and they got the
I'm
same
not
record.
saying-
If they're starting
The
is
whole
the
point
metric,
is-
so's Bryce Young.
Nobody said he's not.
Who
I
was
didn't
clo-
say he's a
who was
bust or
closer
anything
to the
like
playoffs
that.
last
The point
year?
is that quarterback who's been average to a degree because
Yes.
the Panthers believed in him to be the franchise guy.
Yes.
He threw for 2,400 yards his rookie year. He was average, and then he got beat up. And now out of that trade, we have not one, but two, but three, 4, and potentially 5 starters because a lot of these guys may not even hit that or first. We had Kevin White. He didn't even make the squad barely. You know what I'm saying?
We've had the squad.
What I'm saying is he didn't even have a career. You can miss on a lot of guys, and we had out of that trade, all of those guys have hit. We won the trade. The fact that they're even on the team contributing. We have a starting cornerback, starting right tackle, a starting quarterback, and then we got a starting receiver out of that trade, and then we potentially have a starting slot guy. We won the trade.
It's a moot point to me.
I think. By the way, I want to update this. I said. You can give it to yourself.
Yeah, right.
I said.
I was cooking.
By the way, I said.
Jose Pack, give him the womp because he gave him his own.
I'm not gonna give him the womp. I said 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. For some reason, at first it gave me the full season. What he finished the season with was 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in 8 games in his final 8 games, and I mean, there's not a lot of wins, but Carolina was also cheap. So there's not a lot of wins for Caleb Williams.
I got one spot to refute Joe. So you said we have one. The Panthers have one starter, right?
Correct.
And we have 4.
5.
We have 4.
I'm saying
currently
5.
we have 4.
Currently we have 4.
Give him the 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't just give him a starting spot.
Right. So
Is he a slot guy?
what was the Bears?
Zacchaeus is too and had 800 yards.
What was the Bears' record last year?
5-12.
What was the Panthers' record last year?
Close to the same thing, wasn't it?
Exactly the same thing. 5-12. So just because we have 3 more starters than they have, did not automatically make us win the trade.
Drew, that doesn't make sense.
Because it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does because we had 3 extra starters and ended up with the same record.
Drew,
so the trade is inconclusive to me.
Drew,
that's
we
all my
literally
point
had a
was.
coach that didn't know how to call timeouts.
So did he.
We had an offensive coordinator that didn't even coach our quarterback. So my point is that. Right, it's even, but guess what? It's 1 to 4.
So everything is the same. So it's inconclusive.
But the Panthers have 4 less starters that they didn't hit. We got more guys to start than we had to build our team.
And ended up with the same record.
No, it's not. The point is that we won the trade. We have more guys that are actually playing.
I mean, listen,
I do agree with that.
He has less to start. He has less to deal with than we do.
That's the reason that I wanted to have it. He did get Xavier Leggetti. I mean, he got some nice pieces on that team. He's got more now. Like, it's not from this.
But I guarantee he would have liked to get 3 more guys if they could hit on.
No, a 1 to 5 is a great ratio to have on this trade, and that's why the Bears made the trade. That's why you traded the number 1 overall pick. And I'm happy with Caleb Williams. I think he will be better than Bryce Young. My point is, there's a lot of pieces on this team that are on this team right now that I don't know if they're going to be on this team 2 years from now. If you're having that conversation, you may be in a situation where you can't close the book on this trade. If they trade DJ Moore next season, if they get rid of Tyreek Stevenson next season,
I wouldn't care.
Right
now the trade's over.
I get what you're saying. I wouldn't care. But then you have to go back and be like, well, DJ Moore didn't really pan out for you. Okay, we got to take that out. Well, Tyree Stevenson, you didn't keep him around. He didn't even get to a second contract. You got to take that out. Are they going to extend Darnell Wright?
I don't think that matters.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Players being on the team from the trade
What I'm
matter.
saying is, at face value, what it is, it's those picks and what have you. They hit on. So did they hit on these picks or not?
I mean,
yeah.
Tyreek is
not yet.
Tyreek
because we still have the same
Tyreek
record of 5-12.
Is Tyreek a hit?
Not yet.
You wanted him off the team.
I did.
Is Tyreek a hit? You can't change it now.
I'm not saying that. Has any of these players been replaced or benched as
Tyreek Stevenson has been benched.
That was for the 1 half to
and then in both seasons, in the second half of the year, him and Terrell Smith was playing more snaps than Tyreek.
But he wasn't technically benched for Terrell. It was
he got to run out in the starting lineup, and then Terrell Smith got more snaps in a game in certain matchups.
All I'm saying is
the Bears want to trade.
I mean, listen, I love it. I'm glad that we got it. I'm just saying I'm not ready to close the book on it.
I'm closing it.
I'm done.
Y'all can close it.
You can talk about it later. It doesn't matter.
It's 2 against 2.
Hey, we'll see what it is in 2 years.
Hey, in the chat, what are your views?
That is insane.
Really? That you can't close the book on it?
Because it's
I'm
over.
just strictly basing it off of the rookie year. Like
off
Bryce
of the rookie year.
Bryce couldn't even finish his rookie year without being benched. He was so bad. Caleb
he
had
finished
3
his rookie year. He didn't get benched his rookie year.
He had 3. How many? 3 offensive
3 OCs.
3 OCs.
Yeah.
And 2 head coaches.
Yeah.
and still threw for
And
35
still
yards.
kept his
and had
job,
more yards than
still
Bryce
at
Young did
3,500
either way.
yards, still had a very good interception to touchdown ratio.
70%.
Put his team in a
right?
position to win most times, but the blunders weren't because of him. It was because of his coach. And as you mentioned, as we always say, bad timeout,
Yeah, 100%.
bad time management, bad coaching,
There's wins that definitely take
block
it to-
field goal.
coaching malpractice, like all of that. And I understand Bryce had the same thing in Carolina, but they're not on the same level. Even if Bryce did take a tick up and learn from, that's what you're supposed to do in year 2. You're supposed to say, okay, well, I kind of get how this looks now. NFL speed's slowing down a little bit. I got some more new pieces. Let me look a little bit better. Sure, he improved. Great. Caleb? You expect Caleb to have a Bryce type of season in year 2? I expect Caleb to take off.
I mean, I hear you.
Case
and
closed.
if Caleb does take off, it's case closed.
Case dang close.
We ain't in the season yet.
That's what I said. That's what I said. It's potential. You have to wait to after this second year to see if it was growth.
We'll
for
see
you
what
to
happens,
say.
man. We'll see what happens. Hey, man,
All
we
right.
appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. I'm just saying I'm not happy. I'm very happy. I love the fact we got the 5. I'm just not slamming the bookshelf. Y'all judge Judy out here.